Hi, my name is Shelby Sinclair.
And my name is Katie Rekovich, and we're going to teach you about the schema theory. A part of the learning process that can help you become a better teacher is providing students with connections between prior and new knowledge while adding personal meaning.
Schema theory is derived from the works of Piaget, but wasn't defined until 1932 by Sir Frederick Bartlett. The concepts behind schema theory were later fully developed by Richard Anderson and David Rumelhart in the 70s and 80s. This theory organizes knowledge into mental frames called schema. An easy way to think of schema is by comparing it to little files being stored in our brain. And with those files come attached feelings. Every time we learn new information, we connect it back to prior information in a schema. Schemas can expand or change in order to process new information, called assimilation. If the new information doesn't connect back to a schema, it will be incomprehensible until the brain can form a new schema called accommodation. For example, if you have your students read Island of the Blue Dolphins, a section of the book describes the difference between a sea otter and a seal. If students don't know what a sea otter is, they might compare it with their schema of a seal. But when reading the differences, like sea otter being furry or having webbed feet, the brain will try to assimilate by trying to fit those characteristics in the seal schema. After realizing that that doesn't work, the brain must then accommodate by creating an entirely new schema for the sea otter.
Schema theory implies that the more a student knows, the easier it is for them to learn and remember new information. Also, while reading Island of the Blue Dolphin, students can use text to self, text to text, and text to world exercises to create personal meaning, which helps retain the information. Schema theory also uses our prior knowledge to recall, modify our behavior, or predict the most likely outcome of a situation. In other words, people react differently to different situations based on their schema. We reflect on our past experiences to help decide how we're going to handle new situations. For example, if you assign a project to your students and one of your students might not want to participate about this type of project being hard or complicated,